Sunflower Story Hour, Season 2, The Ashes of SINA. Episode 2, Flip Phone, written by Giulyana Gamero. Last time on Sunflower Story Hour.
I'm Sari Kashil, the captain of the 21st vessel.
My name is Kathan Mashel.
My name is Reller Shore. I'm the geographic surveyor and cartographer.
Shell. I'm the working medic aboard the craft.
Nothing's showing up on the navigation system. It's shot. Try to stabilize the ship.
The vessel plummeted.
The pilots are dead, and the ship is gone.
My helmet's display marks this as Sol 3, otherwise known as Earth.
This may be no Attilos, but we still have a mission to carry out, right?
We will find a shelter. We will sit there until help tracks us down through the distress signal on my suit.
Captain, listen, it's music.
Quick, turn it off. I'm detecting some seismic activity from my scanner.
An entity approached. Small creatures banded together, creating a large wave that towered over the group of frightened explorers.
Is everyone here? Everyone safe?
Where do we go? We need a plan.
Let's go further into the forest. We have no choice but to move forward, unfortunately. However, we must stay close together. We cannot afford to split up.
Smart. I was going to suggest the same thing.
Come on, let's go.
The cartographer Reller was excitedly looking about. The linguist Kathan was searching for any sign of life, and the medic Shal was securely holding the injured scribe Vess. They all navigated through the thick vegetation and over flowering brambles further into the wilderness. Small insects whizzed about, sounds of distant wildlife rang from afar, and small spots of sunlight seeped in through the open spots in the trees.
Shal, do you think that the creature we saw earlier, the croaking four-limbed one, was trying to speak to us?
She turned to the big man carrying her with an excited grin. Shal pondered this for a second, mostly wondering the question himself.
Maybe.
I think maybe it was. I drew a picture of it in my notes. Maybe that's what humanity looked like on this planet. Small, bellowing, amphibious life forms.
Vess, this isn't our planet to colonize.
I know. I guess I just want to know what happened here, you know? We've seen 2 signs of life. What if there are more?
You should have told me about the little croaking creature when you saw it. I know how to speak a variety of languages, Vess.
Wait, you said 2 signs of life? What was the other?
The big creature that approached us at the cottage. It was tiny insects all composed in one large group, moving simultaneously. You didn't see their legs?
There was certainly a more pressing matter at hand.
I wonder if that's what this planet is full of. Those big creatures.
Doesn't matter now. What we need to prioritize is finding another shelter. Somewhere that will protect us from the elements and that thing we encountered. Come on.
As the crew navigated through the wilderness, they began to see silhouettes of towering buildings taking form beyond the forest overgrowth. The captain moved a branch out of the way only to see a partially decomposed city landscape. Ruins of skyscrapers, asphalt roads, all painted the image of a place once bustling. Moss ran along the edges of the concrete elysium, and sunlight flooded down each road and crevice.
What was this place?
It's a city. These are no natural landforms.
No duh. There should be complex life forms wandering around somewhere here, though. Surely, something more complex than the little creature from earlier.
Seems everyone left.
Or worse.
Vess, tuned out of the conversation, was far too busy admiring the ruined city sights, notably a distant and pointed tower. She pointed to it excitedly.
Oh, we should go there. That big tower back there.
Let's try to stay somewhere closer.
Wait, what's this?
Kathan walked closer to a station with a variety of nozzles and a small building right behind. Now, to you and I, this is no more than a gas station. However, to these explorers, this gas station was certainly a sign of safety.
It's a shop and some machines.
This looks like a decent shelter. At least it has a full roof.
Yes, but remember, we stay together and don't touch the big machines.
They warily approached the small convenience store behind the gas pumps and were met with shelves of preserved snack cakes and bottled drinks.
They have liquids preserved here, and
He scanned a box of pink frosted cupcakes.
sweet angel cakes.
Why? This is a pastry shop with beverages.
Do not eat those. Please, whatever you do.
Considering this expiration date is, well, over a century old, I don't think I'll be placing this anywhere near my body.
You know, if it's still able to be bright pink after so long, it must be packed full of nutrients.
Isari and Kathan exchanged a glance. Meanwhile, Shell stepped up.
I can look in the back for some kind of beds or cushions. Vess, do you think you can walk?
I think so. Don't worry about me.
The large man ever so gently set the scribe down and went behind the front desk into an open back room. Vess watched him walk away until her eyes locked onto a decorated leather bag sitting on the counter, and she curiously approached it.
What's this?
It seems to be someone's belongings. Maybe we should refrain from touching it. What if they come back looking for it?
Let's turn on our brains for a second. We're in a massive city with no sign of life here. I don't think anyone is coming back.
We don't know if they left or if they all, well, died.
I'm opening it.
Be careful, Vess. We don't know what's inside.
I'm sure there's nothing too dangerous in here.
Vess trailed off as she found a small, bedazzled flip phone.
It's some kind of sparkly device?
Put it down. You have no idea what that thing does.
Isari snatched the phone from Vess in an effort to protect her, simultaneously pressing a button that emitted a flash from the phone's camera. The captain dropped the phone, alarmed by the sudden light and noise. She composed herself shortly afterward, clearing her throat and handing the phone back to Vess, who placed it in her suit pocket.
Good one, Captain.
That was a very normal response to a flashbang, Chthon. I told you, we have no idea what these things are.
Are you scared, Captain? It's fine if you are. We all are. I most certainly am.
We should all be. Get it set in your head. We aren't on a field trip. We are in danger. We need to keep calm and stop messing with everything we see. We are waiting here until rescue comes, and we cannot afford any more lives. The pilots are dead, and I'm trying my hardest to not let any of us end up like that. But it's a little hard when it seems you all don't care. So yes, I am scared. I am absolutely terrified.
The group grew quiet from Isari's stern lecture when Shal walked out with only a large gray blanket and winter jacket.
I found this fire blanket we can all share, and this winter jacket.
Isari was visibly upset at the lacking supplies, but feigned a weak joy at the stressed medic.
I know it's not a lot, but...
Isari placed a hand on Shal's shoulder.
You did great. Thank you, Shal. I appreciate it.
Time passed rather quickly with the sun setting into a deep blue. Filling this time, the group set up their makeshift bedding and barricaded the door with a large shelf full of nothing but magazines.
Oof. All this movement has me worn.
We'll rest up. Tomorrow we see if rescue comes. If not, we'll just stick it out.
Chthon sprawled out on the fire blankets, taking up most of the space, to which Shal promptly stared him down until he moved, making room for the others.
I want to go home.
Vess popped down next to Isari, resting her head on the captain's shoulder.
We'll get there. Somehow.
And the team, closely to one another, slept soundly throughout the night. Until a tapping at the front glass door alerted a stirring Vess.
Huh?
The tapping grew louder, and the curious scribe sat up, turning her head over to see the cause of the tapping. When she couldn't seem to figure it out, Vess slowly got up and walked to the visible glass door behind the makeshift barricades.
Don't scream.
Behind the glass door, the hive mind creature from earlier slithered up, peeking through empty spots in the shelves. Vess finally got a good view of the culmination of insects. Microscopic beings with spindly legs all interlocked with one another. She wanted to scream, but was instead overcome by shock.
Your lack of screaming is very appreciated.
How
do we speak? How do you understand? To answer both, we create noise between our legs that are interlocked with one another. The friction creates noise and... Oh, are you there? You seem scared.
Vess was staring at the creature as it spoke, and slowly inched away from them.
I need to go back to bed.
Please don't go. There's so much that is strange about you.
Vess froze.
You are not human. Your flesh is different. And your smell.
Human? What is that?
Humans used to inhabit the earth oh so long ago. You are not from here.
No, I'm not from here. None of us here are. I'm with the people you encountered earlier. At the cottage?
Yes, we know. We were not asking a question, by the way. We were stating observations. You are not human. You are not from here. We smelled it on you. What are you?
The creature moved curiously closer to Vess, touching the glass pane.
I'm a Shiranid, from Wavesong, or Ilma's 4.
Wavesong? Wavesong. Huh. We have never experienced other places beyond Earth.
What? What are you all? You keep saying we.
We are SINA, as the humans refer to us. We are not one being, but several.
I see, but why are you here? Why now? We're all sleeping. If you wanted to ask us questions, well, this is the worst time to do it.
We followed your scent to this area. You all smell very strongly.
I've gathered.
In all honesty, we are dwindling in numbers. About a century ago, we were once all something more glorious, larger than life. We're dying.
Vess's fear of the creature remained, but for a moment her shoulders rested.
Dying? You don't look like you're dying. There's so many of you.
There used to be plenty more of us, but we are in fact dying, much like the rest of the world's inhabitants today.
Why are you dying? What's wrong?
Before the creature could respond, Vess was met with a very soft...
Vess?
She turned to face the now awake medic who was standing beside her, staring beyond her at the creature.
Shal, listen. The creature, it can speak.
Are you feeling well? Step away from the glass.
Vess looked back at Sina before turning to Shal, inching closer to him as opposed to the creature.
I'm feeling fine. I think you should talk to it, though. It's dying. It says it's dying.
The scribe grew quiet as she noted the interaction was waking the others. Sina, on the other hand, shifted itself to peer clearly over the glass door, making itself visible to the rest.
Why are you guys being so loud?
I'm sorry, Captain. Let's get back to bed, Vess.
Shal placed a gentle hand on Vess's shoulder, saying nothing about the matter, and led her back to bed, shooting her a look.
Don't you think we need to help if it's dying?
Drop it.
The tapping returned. Isari rose to her feet, still tired but now more alert.
What is?
She looked at the towering creature outside the window, and any ounce of tiredness left the captain's body.
Vess, Shal, wake up the others.
Captain, please listen.
I said wake up the others. Now.
Shal had already shaken Reller awake, leaving Vess to wake Cathan.
Stop shaking me.
We need to leave.
Come on, we'll go through this back window, and it won't see us. We can't stay here.
What's that tapping?
That's the reason we can't stay.
Reller looked over at the front door at the creature and yelped.
It's not gonna kill us, yet. It's just waiting for one of us to be stupid enough to walk through.
So where are we going?
Not here. It already knows we've been here. And it'll just keep tapping until one of us goes through. It's not safe here anymore.
It's not going to hurt us. It was talking earlier. That's why we were up.
Vess, stop.
No, it needs our help. It's dying.
As the tapping only grew louder, Isari paused for a split second before continuing to open up a window. Her blood was boiling.
Go. Come on. I don't have time to deal with this. We're crawling through this window, then making a break for it. We all stay together.
The group funneled through the window one by one.
The road continues this way. Should we proceed?
Yes, we'll keep going for at least a few miles down. Is everyone here?
Isari counted everyone in the group and gave a firm nod.
Right. Let's keep moving.
The explorers continued along the path, briskly walking and hiding along the way so as to not disturb the creature that seemingly still waited outside of the gas station. As they walked, Vess approached Isari timidly.
Captain, we should talk. About the creature?
There is nothing to say.
It was talking to me.
Uh-oh. I think this trip is really getting to you, Vess.
She ignored the comment and continued explaining herself to the captain.
It said it was dying, and it told me about the people who used to live here. They were called humans.
Stop it. I don't want to hear about this.
But it's dying. Aren't we supposed to be the good guys here?
Isari sighed, and she turned to Vess.
Are you here to be useful or get in the way? You didn't hear anything, and if you did, forget about it. Anything that thing has told you is likely wrong anyways.
It's hurt though. If we don't do anything, it might die.
And for the 4th time now, it's not our job to take care of it. We have no reason to trust it.
Maybe you do need some rest. Vess, you're still injured.
Friends, I think there's something more urgent to see.
In front of the group lay a singed and scorched earth, ruined by flame. A variety of strange organisms thrived in burnt rubble and flat scalded patches in the new terrain. In these scalded patches, black char and embers still buzzed faintly with some vivacity.
Well, seems we know what happened to the people here.
The land here, it's so interesting. Maybe we can deduce something from it.
There's still some wildlife here, though. They lived through whatever happened.
We should look more closely.
Before the events of today, a longing Parker sat at her desk writing notes and charting diagrams of a variety of cacti. Her workflow was interrupted when the small bedazzled flip phone at her side rang. She checked it, only to see a familiar area code, and she hastily answered.
Hi!
Hey, how are you doing?
Better now that you're calling. God, I missed your voice.
I've missed yours even more, trust me. I wish I had more time to chat. The evil scientists here are working me to death. I think I might become their next lab rat.
Don't worry about it, dork. How's the internship treating you, though? Seriously.
It's fine. Mainly just sitting back and observing, sometimes bringing coffee to Dr. Morales. It's nice, but I wish I could, do a little more.
Have you asked for more work?
I already have plenty of work to do. They always need me for something, but it never seems to be for anything actually important. It's alright though, I know it's just part of the process.
Well, that's a bummer. I'm sure with just a little more time, they'll give you something better to work on. In the meantime, though, got any cool secrets from the lab you can spell?
Not a chance.
Ugh, you're so lame. Whatever.
Seems like you just need to become an astrophysicist to unlock all the cool secrets. Sorry.
Nope. I'm sticking to my plants. Way cooler anyway.
Sure, totally. Oh, wait, before I forget, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary! We've been together for how long now? About 3 years?
Sounds about right. I got you a gift, but I'll give it to you when I get back, okay?
Really? I thought we weren't doing gifts because you're all the way in Manitoba. I didn't get you anything, I'm sorry.
I know. I wanted to do this.
You're so annoying.
I know I am. Something tells me you like it, though. Oh, gotta go. My bosses just came back. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, have fun, nerd.
Love you.
Love you too.
Parker's face felt warm at hearing her partner after what felt like forever of not hearing from him. She returned to her notes, still enjoying that warmth.
The land here, it's so interesting. Maybe we can deduce something from it.
There's still some wildlife here, though. They lived through whatever happened.
We should look more closely.
Where should the team of explorers examine in the newly discovered scorched land? Deeper into the landscape or the wildlife roaming around? Place your vote on our website at tinyurl.com/sunflowerstoryhour or on our Instagram at sunflowerstoryhour, and we will see you very soon for another episode. Thank you, and good night.